going to Houston. Well, we got some pipe here. As you can see, going down to Houston, Texas, for those of you that don't know where that is. Just want to show you this. I was able to, there's my rag. I was able to slide. I had to get rid of one section of panels. So I'm running with 5 panels. That 4-foot panel gives me 20 feet. Plus this little 3-footer in here. So about 23 feet of side kit. And I was able to fit it all in here in this little gap here. So that's better. Now I got room for more pallets if we can find some on the way. But yeah, I'm just, he's got the toolbox out. Oh, son of a gun. FGI, that's Fort Garry Trailer here up in Canada. Truck and trailer. For all kind of truck and trailer parts. What happened here is that when I was getting all my tires done, the boys there, at the end of the day, they get a little tired trying to lift these tires off. And I'll show you in this one. But they let the tire hit the hub and then slide down and caught this flange on this front axle here and bent it. So then, as you can see, all the oil was leaking out of this thing, so it's got leaks all around there. So I just went and bought a spare, and I'm just taking it all apart and gonna put a little gasket goop on here to help seal it. But I've bent, this is the piece here, I've hammered it back into place. Had a little bit of a wow in it, but we took the wow out. Now it's just an ooh. And yeah, so we'll gasket it all up, put the seals back on it, fill her up with some more oil, and hit the road. So that's what I'm doing. Bye for now. Okay, so we lose about that much oil, so I'm gonna put some here. It's just a plug. You just pull out the plug from the hub. I'm just gonna cut this guy off a little bit here. Nothing get nice and greasy. Ready for a nice big long drive. So let's see. That's not safe, is it? Hold on. Okay, we got this. Oh, son of a gun. Having camera problems. Got the end of it cut off here. So we're just gonna fill up. Cut enough off. Guess what? There's probably a cap inside. Hold on. For future reference, make sure you take off this little white piece of paper in here. Otherwise you can't get nothing done. Alright, paper's off. Nice big hole cut in there. And we just put her in here and start squeezing. And get her down. See there, it's pretty simple. Us truck drivers, we need it just all spelt out for us, right? Full or add? Full or add. So we just let it settle down a bit. It's at the add marks. We're going to put a little more. Remember, we got quite a bit out of it, so we'll go just above the full mark, almost to where the plug goes in. And as you can see, it's fallen. Great camera skills, buddy. Great camera skills. What we're gonna do here is lift up the front axle here, and I'm gonna spin it around so we can get a good idea of what the level is once it's Get it up in the air, get that oil spinning around. Just doing this in the parking lot here of this place. No sense going anywhere, because otherwise all this oil would just be a mess. And you know who doesn't like to see that? The Department of Transportation. They don't like to see much leaks coming out of your rims. We got a heavy load here, so we're about 44,000 pounds. We were so rudely interrupted by this fat thumb. I ended up pressing the stop button somehow on the video. So that little plug that goes in the end of the hubcap, it's actually got a little breather hole in the end. So, not to paint a goofy picture, but it's kind of like a little sphincter. These axles and in the hubs, it builds pressure, believe it or not. And sometimes, if that hole is plugged off from that little rubber plug, you can blow a seal out the other side on the inside of your hub. So that's why you might blow a seal sometimes on, you see oil coming down the inside of your wheels. That's why you always look. Get out and look, get underneath the truck and look, see if there's any oil coming dripping down, or you see any oil stains on the inside tire of your duals. Right in the inside, right underneath the truck of the tire. If you sit there for a bit, you'll see a stream of oil go down, and then it'll start spraying on the inside of the rim underneath if it's got a good enough seal or leak. Sometimes those seals, they just go, but also sometimes if that little rubber cap is plugged off, that oil and all that pressure needs somewhere to go, so it's going to go to the path of least resistance. So that's why if you sometimes always just keep checking that hole on that rubber cap and make sure you have you know, you stick a toothpick or stick something sharp in there just once, just to make sure it's clear of any debris so it can breathe and give a little spurt of air once in a while to let it breathe. Just like your differentials have a breather tube, right? Because they got to release pressure. This is how trailer axles or static axles that don't have gears in them, that's how they release pressure, is through that rubber cap, little hole at the end. Here's carrying on with the video. Or, sorry we were so rudely interrupted, or it's plugged off and then it's pushing oil out. So now what I'm going to do is take some brake clean this up a little bit, and it looks like I've got no leaks. See, I got some purple stuff on there, so I put some gasket maker on there just in case this outside piece has a little bit of a wow in it. Put some gasket maker in there and help it out. Some silicone. Yeah, you can see right there. See the mark there? The rim landed here and then slid and so slid here and then bent right in the middle, of course, where no bolt is. But yeah, that's a hub. How's the oil level now? That's pretty good. Right at the FU. Right at the bottom of the FU. Yep, looks good. Alright. Hitting the road. Good luck, everyone. Bye for now.